Hello, fellow seekers of wisdom and well-being. Welcome back to Inkwell Insights, your haven for exploring the transformative power of books. Here, we believe that within the pages of a well-chosen book lies the potential for profound personal growth, offering insights that can reshape our perspectives and enrich our lives. Today, we're diving into a story that, for many, sparked a lifelong love of reading and ignited the imaginations of a generation. But beyond the wands and wizardry, beyond the Quidditch matches and perilous adventures, lies a narrative tapestry woven with enduring themes of courage, friendship, and the triumph of good over evil. Have you ever truly considered the power of a seemingly ordinary boy to overcome extraordinary obstacles? Have you ever wondered what it takes to face your deepest fears, not with magic, but with unwavering conviction? Can a single act of bravery, driven by love and loyalty, truly change the course of destiny? Do you believe that even in the darkest of times, hope can still flourish? And perhaps most importantly, have you contemplated the potent magic that resides within each of us, waiting to be awakened? We're about to embark on a journey back to Hogwarts, back to the magical world of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the book that started it all, penned by the remarkable J.K. Rowling. This isn't just a children's story, it's a powerful allegory about the battles we face within ourselves and the unwavering strength we find in connection and community. It's a story about choosing good over evil, not because it's easy, but because it's right. Rowling's work resonates so deeply because it doesn't just entertain, it illuminates the universal human experience through a fantastical lens, offering profound lessons about identity, morality, and the choices we make. So, let's settle in, open our minds, and prepare to rediscover the magic within the pages of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. At the heart of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone lies the theme of love as a protective and transformative force. It's a concept that's easy to grasp superficially. We understand that love is good, that it fosters connection, that it brings happiness. But in the whirlwind of modern life, we often misunderstand its true power and overlook its vital role in shaping not just our relationships, but also our own character and destiny. How often do we confuse love with fleeting emotions like infatuation or desire? How often do we prioritize material possessions or career success over genuine human connection? Think of the workaholic, burning the midnight oil, sacrificing time with family and friends for the pursuit of a bigger paycheck or a higher position. They may tell themselves they're doing it for love, for providing a better future for their loved ones, but are they truly present in their lives? Are they offering the kind of love that nurtures and supports, or are they simply masking a deeper insecurity with the illusion of achievement? Consider, too, the individual who chases after superficial validation on social media, craving likes and followers, mistaking attention for affection. They pour their energy into crafting a perfect online persona, neglecting the real, messy, and imperfect relationships in their offline world. Are they truly experiencing love, or are they simply seeking a hollow imitation, a fleeting dopamine hit that leaves them feeling emptier than before? Then there's the parent who smothers their child with excessive attention and control, believing they're acting out of love, but ultimately stifling their independence and preventing them from learning and growing. They may be well-intentioned, but their actions stem from fear, not genuine love and trust. We also see this misunderstanding in the friend who constantly agrees with everything you say, afraid to challenge your opinions or risk conflict. They may think they're being supportive, but true friendship involves honesty and the willingness to offer constructive criticism, even when it's difficult. And what about the partner who stays in a toxic relationship, clinging to the hope that things will eventually change, even though they're constantly being hurt or belittled? They may believe they're showing loyalty, but they're actually sacrificing their own well-being and perpetuating a cycle of pain. Finally, consider the person who self-medicates with substances or engages in other destructive behaviors, seeking temporary relief from emotional pain. They may think they're being kind to themselves, but they're actually masking the underlying issues and preventing themselves from truly healing. As Eric Fromm wrote in The Art of Loving, love is not primarily a relationship to a specific person, it is an attitude, an orientation of character towards the world as a whole, not toward one object of love. This highlights the critical point: love is not merely a feeling, it's an active choice, a way of being in the world, a conscious decision to extend compassion, empathy, and understanding to ourselves and others. Rowling masterfully illustrates this profound understanding of love through the narrative of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. The entire story revolves around the power of love, particularly Harry's mother's sacrifice, which imbued him with a protection so potent that it shielded him from Voldemort's killing curse as an infant. This act of selfless love sets the stage for everything that follows. It's not just a magical shield, it's a fundamental principle that underpins the entire wizarding world and ultimately defines Harry's destiny. The story unfolds as Harry, an orphan boy living a miserable existence with his cruel aunt, uncle, and cousin, discovers on his 11th birthday that he is a wizard and has been accepted into Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. This marks the beginning of his journey of self-discovery and acceptance. He's thrust into a world he never knew existed, a world filled with magic, wonder, and danger. At Hogwarts, Harry finds a sense of belonging and forms deep friendships with Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. These friendships are not merely casual acquaintanceships, they are forged in the fires of shared experiences, mutual support, and unwavering loyalty. Ron, despite his insecurities and occasional jealousies, consistently stands by Harry's side, offering comic relief and unwavering friendship. Hermione, with her intelligence and unwavering determination, provides the knowledge and strategic thinking that often saves the day. Their bond is a testament to the power of true friendship, a reminder that we are stronger together than we are alone. The book's central conflict revolves around the Sorcerer's Stone, a powerful artifact that can grant immortality. Voldemort, the dark wizard who murdered Harry's parents and attempted to kill him as a baby, seeks to acquire the stone and regain his physical form. Harry, along with Ron and Hermione, must use their combined skills and courage to prevent Voldemort from achieving his goal. The journey to protect the stone tests Harry, Ron, and Hermione's courage and loyalty. They face a series of perilous challenges, each designed to guard the stone. From Fluffy, the three-headed dog, to the Devil's Snare, a plant that constricts anyone who touches it, to the flying keys and the giant chess game, each obstacle requires them to use their unique talents and work together as a team. Hermione's intellectual prowess is crucial in solving puzzles and deciphering clues, while Ron's strategic thinking proves invaluable in the chess game. Harry's natural talent for flying helps them navigate the challenges in the air. These trials highlight the importance of recognizing and utilizing our individual strengths, as well as the power of collaboration. But it's not just their skills that allow them to succeed, it's their unwavering belief in each other and their willingness to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. Ron, for example, sacrifices himself in the chess game, knowing that it could mean his own destruction, but believing that it's necessary for Harry to reach the Sorcerer's Stone and stop Voldemort. The climax of the story takes place in the final chamber, where Harry confronts Professor Quirrell, who is possessed by Voldemort. Here, Harry discovers the true extent of his mother's protection. When Quirrell attempts to harm Harry, his touch burns his skin, preventing him from inflicting any serious damage. This is because Harry is protected by the love his mother had for him, a love so powerful that it continues to shield him even after her death. It is through this final confrontation that the central message of the book is driven home. Dumbledore explains to Harry that Voldemort cannot understand or overcome the power of love, which is his greatest weakness. "Your mother died to save you," Dumbledore says. If there is one thing Voldemort cannot understand, it is love. He didn't realize that love as powerful as your mother's for you leaves its own mark. Not a scar, no visible sign, to have been loved so deeply, even though the person who loved us is gone, will give us some protection forever. This revelation underscores the transformative power of love. It's not just a passive emotion, it's an active force that can shape our destinies and protect us from harm. It's a reminder that even in the face of darkness, love can endure and triumph. The philosophy of the book emphasizes that true strength lies not in power or ambition, but in love, friendship, and courage. It's about choosing good over evil, not because it's easy, but because it's right. It's about standing up for what you believe in, even when it's difficult or dangerous. It's about recognizing the importance of human connection and the transformative power of love. This philosophy resonates deeply because it speaks to the universal human experience. We all face challenges and obstacles in our lives. We all experience moments of doubt and fear. But by embracing the values of love, friendship, and courage, we can overcome these challenges and create a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Now, let's delve deeper into some common behaviors and misconceptions that prevent us from fully embracing the power of love as a protective and transformative force. How often do we unknowingly sabotage our own happiness and well-being by clinging to these detrimental patterns? One such behavior is living in the past. We all have experiences that shape us, both positive and negative. However, when we dwell excessively on past hurts or regrets, we become trapped in a cycle of negativity that prevents us from moving forward. The bitterness from old wounds can act as a barrier, preventing us from forming new, meaningful connections and experiencing the joy of the present moment. Consider a woman who was deeply hurt by a past relationship. She may carry that pain with her, subconsciously projecting her past experiences onto new potential partners, fearing that they will inevitably betray her as well. This fear can lead her to push people away, preventing her from experiencing the vulnerability and trust necessary for a healthy relationship. She's building walls around her heart, ostensibly to protect herself, but actually imprisoning herself in the process. This is echoed in the words of C.S. Lewis, who wrote, "To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything, and your heart will certainly be wrung and possibly broken. If you want to make sure of keeping it intact, you must give it to no one, not even an animal. Wrap it carefully round with hobbies and little luxuries, avoid all entanglements, lock it up safe in the casket or coffin of your selfishness. But in that casket, safe, dark, motionless, airless, it will change. It will not be broken, it will become unbreakable, impenetrable, irredeemable." Another common pitfall is fearing failure. The fear of making mistakes can paralyze us, preventing us from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. We may avoid challenges or settle for mediocrity, afraid to step outside our comfort zones and face the possibility of failure. But it is through our failures that we learn and grow, that we develop resilience and discover our true potential. Imagine a young aspiring artist who dreams of showcasing their work in a gallery. However, they are plagued by self-doubt, constantly worrying that their art is not good enough. They may hesitate to share their creations with the world, fearing criticism or rejection. As a result, their talent remains hidden, and they never get the opportunity to realize their full potential. They're allowing fear to dictate their path, stifling their creativity and preventing them from experiencing the joy of artistic expression. As Nelson Mandela famously said, "I never lose. I either win or learn." This emphasizes the importance of viewing failure not as an end, but as an opportunity for growth and learning. Every mistake is a lesson, every setback a chance to come back stronger. A third detrimental behavior is seeking validation from others. We all crave acceptance and approval, but when our self-worth becomes dependent on external validation, we become vulnerable to manipulation and disappointment. We may constantly seek the approval of others, sacrificing our own values and desires to please them. This can lead to a sense of emptiness and a lack of authenticity. Consider a social media influencer who bases their self-worth on the number of likes and followers they receive. They may constantly strive to maintain a perfect online persona, curating their posts and photos to present an idealized version of themselves. However, this constant pursuit of validation can lead to a sense of isolation and insecurity, as they become disconnected from their true selves. They're chasing an illusion, seeking fulfillment in external validation rather than internal self-acceptance. Brené Brown aptly stated, "You are enough. 1,000 times enough." This reminder emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance and self-love. True validation comes from within, from recognizing our own inherent worth and embracing our imperfections. Furthermore, many fall into the trap of neglecting self-care. In the relentless pursuit of external goals and achievements, we often neglect our own physical, emotional, and mental well-being. We may sacrifice sleep, skip meals, and ignore our emotional needs, leading to burnout, stress, and a diminished capacity to experience joy and connection. Taking care of ourselves is not selfish, it's essential for maintaining our overall health and well-being, allowing us to show up more fully for ourselves and for others. Think of an overly sacrificing mother who dedicates all her time and energy to her children and family, neglecting her own needs and desires. She may feel a sense of fulfillment in serving others, but over time, she may become resentful and exhausted. Her own well-being suffers, and she is unable to fully enjoy the fruits of her labor. She's giving from an empty cup, draining herself of the energy and resources she needs to thrive. As Buddha wisely said, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This emphasizes the importance of self-compassion and self-care. We must treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a loved one. Another common misconception is equating material possessions with happiness. In a consumer-driven society, we are constantly bombarded with messages that equate happiness with the acquisition of material goods. We may believe that if we just buy the right car, the right house, or the right clothes, we will finally be happy. However, research has consistently shown that material possessions do not lead to lasting happiness. True happiness comes from within, from meaningful relationships, purpose, and a sense of connection. Imagine someone who spends their life chasing after wealth and material possessions, believing that these things will bring them happiness. They may accumulate a large fortune, but they remain unfulfilled, constantly seeking the next acquisition to fill the void within. They're chasing a mirage, mistaking fleeting pleasure for lasting happiness. It is not how much we have, but how much we enjoy, that makes happiness, said Charles Spurgeon. This emphasizes the importance of gratitude and appreciation. True happiness comes not from acquiring more, but from appreciating what we already have. Finally, many struggle with a lack of forgiveness. Holding on to grudges and resentment can be incredibly damaging, both to ourselves and to our relationships. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior, it's about releasing the anger and bitterness that consume us, allowing us to move forward with our lives. Consider someone who was betrayed by a close friend or family member. They may hold on to that anger and resentment for years, replaying the events in their mind and refusing to let go of the pain. This bitterness can poison their relationships and prevent them from experiencing joy and connection. They're carrying a heavy burden, weighing themselves down with negativity and preventing themselves from truly healing. Forgiveness is not always easy. At times, it feels more painful than the wound we suffered, to forgive the one that inflicted it. And yet, there is no peace without forgiveness, said Marianne Williamson. This emphasizes the transformative power of forgiveness. It's not about condoning the past, it's about freeing ourselves from its grip and creating a brighter future. These behaviors and misconceptions, while common, are not insurmountable. We have the power to change our patterns, to break free from the cycles of negativity, and to embrace the power of love, friendship, and courage. But how do we do that? One key concept, echoing throughout Rowling's work, is mindfulness, learning to slow down and truly savor the present moment. In a world that constantly demands our attention, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life, neglecting to appreciate the simple joys that surround us. Practicing mindfulness can help us cultivate a greater sense of awareness, allowing us to connect more deeply with ourselves and with the world around us. Start by incorporating simple mindfulness exercises into your daily routine. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Pay attention to the sensations in your body. Engage your senses fully, taste the flavors in your food, notice the textures of the objects you touch, listen to the sounds around you. Instead of rushing through your day, try to slow down and be more present in each activity. When you're washing dishes, focus on the feeling of the water on your hands and the scent of the soap. When you're walking outside, notice the colors of the trees and the sounds of the birds. When you're talking to a friend or loved one, truly listen to what they have to say, without interrupting or planning your response. By slowing down and being more present, you can cultivate a greater sense of appreciation for the simple things in life. You can also become more aware of your own thoughts and feelings, allowing you to respond to challenges with greater clarity and compassion. Another essential element is practicing self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on ourselves, to dwell on our mistakes and shortcomings. However, treating ourselves with kindness and understanding is crucial for our emotional well-being. When we make a mistake, instead of beating ourselves up, try to offer ourselves the same compassion that we would offer to a friend. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes. It's part of being human. Instead of dwelling on your failures, learn from them and move on. Focus on your strengths and celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Practice self-care and prioritize your well-being. As Sharon Salzberg eloquently stated, self-compassion is simply giving the same kindness to ourselves that we would give to others. This reminder emphasizes the importance of treating ourselves with the same love and understanding that we would extend to a friend or loved one. Cultivating gratitude is also vital. Taking the time to appreciate the good things in our lives, no matter how small, can shift our perspective and increase our overall happiness. Keep a gratitude journal and write down things you are grateful for each day. Express your appreciation to the people in your life. Notice the beauty that surrounds you. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough, and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend, said Melody Beattie. This highlights the transformative power of gratitude. By focusing on the good things in our lives, we can cultivate a greater sense of joy, contentment, and connection. Ultimately, the key to embracing the power of love as a protective and transformative force lies in living with authenticity. This means being true to yourself, honoring your values, and expressing your emotions honestly and openly. It means letting go of the need to please others and embracing your unique individuality. Authenticity is not about perfection, it's about embracing your imperfections and owning your story. It's about being vulnerable and allowing yourself to be seen for who you truly are. It's about living in alignment with your values and pursuing your passions with courage and conviction. As Oscar Wilde famously said, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." This emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance and self-expression. When we try to be someone we're not, we're denying ourselves the opportunity to live a fulfilling and authentic life. Rowling's message is clear: we all possess the power to choose love, to choose friendship, to choose courage. It's a power that resides within each of us, waiting to be awakened. It's the magic we've been searching for all along. The message of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, woven into its fantastical narrative, is a timeless reminder of the profound impact of love, friendship, and courage on our lives. It encourages us to choose good over evil, to stand up for what we believe in, and to recognize the transformative power of human connection. So, let us take these lessons to heart. Let us strive to cultivate mindfulness, practice self-compassion, cultivate gratitude, and live with authenticity. Let us embrace the power of love in all its forms, allowing it to guide our actions and shape our destinies. Let us remember that even in the darkest of times, hope can still flourish, and that the magic within us can conquer any challenge. Before we conclude, consider these questions. How can you incorporate more mindfulness into your daily routine? What small act of self-compassion can you practice today? What are you truly grateful for in this moment? And what step can you take to live more authentically? Thank you for joining us on this journey through the pages of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. We hope this exploration has inspired you to reflect deeply on the role of love, friendship, and courage in your own life. If you found this insightful, please share this review with your friends and family, and leave a comment below to let us know your thoughts. Perhaps you could even commit to a small act of kindness today, inspired by the book's message. What if you tried reaching out to an old friend? What if you tried forgiving a past hurt? Even the smallest act can set off a chain reaction of positive change. We'll be back soon with another book exploration, continuing our quest for knowledge and personal growth. Remember, the world is full of stories waiting to be discovered, and within those stories lie the keys to unlocking our fullest potential. And as Dumbledore wisely said, it takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. Never be afraid to stand up for what you believe in, even when it's difficult. The world needs your voice, your courage, and your love. Until next time, may your days be filled with magic, wonder, and the unwavering belief in the power of good. Farewell, and keep reading.